On most induction videos, they show you how fast you can boil water, which is really fast. But I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. Let's make some crepes and see how many crepes we can make while boiling a pot of water. I'm Aaron Stash. Welcome to the Electric Home Show. Or should I say, the Electric Cooking Show. Today's episode, Induction Cooking. It's not your grandmother's electric stove. No, we're cooking with magnets. Who knew? I wanted to highlight my Grandma Gura's famous crepes. Now, we're going to put all the dry ingredients in first, especially some sugar. Remember, we're making sweet crepes, not savory. And if anyone wants the recipe, you'd better subscribe. All right, checking my ingredients: milk, flour, eggs, oil, baking powder, sugar, vanilla. Now, we got to mix it all up. Today's test: how many of my grandmother's world-famous crepes can I make while boiling 1 gallon of water on my induction cooktop? Hold up, what is induction? You said it wasn't Grandma's electric stove. Unless Grandma was cooking in the 80s? Wait, how long has induction been around? Never mind that. Induction is cooking with magnets. That's great, but how does induction work? First, electricity flows through copper coils underneath the induction stove's glass or ceramic surface. Then, a magnetic field creates a fast-moving electric current in the metal of the pan itself. Finally, the electric current dissipates heat because of a concept called resistance, which heats the cookware and cooks the food. First, we got to turn it on. All right, we are on, and nothing hot on the surface right now. We're going to give the hot water a head start because I'm going to do that one first. So I'm turning that on. We're going to do the power boost. 1 gallon of water.
That is a lot of water, but Power Boost boils really fast.
Well, in the morning hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's a water.
Side note, he's a pretty good singer.
So we have started our gallon of water. Now we're going back to the crepes that we made earlier. We're going to turn on those cooktop surfaces. We're putting these at about a 7.
7 is a medium-high setting.
Ventilation, very important. So now we're probably going to skip ahead. So hot water is hot watering these guys.
This is where you want to explain that you're checking the heat of the pans by putting a little drops of water on it. And if it sizzles right away, then you know the pans are warm enough.
Crepes number 1 and number 2.
He really has perfected this recipe. Watch that art of spinning the pan.
I can already hear the water. I haven't even started the crepes. The secret to knowing when the crepes are done is they get a little brown around the edges. This is when we fast forward the segment. So you notice on my induction cooktop, I don't have any knobs or anything like that. Everything is touchscreen. So I turn it on and then I select what I want to cook. So right now I've got a power boost burner, if you will, that is boiling my water. That is on P for power boost, so our induction cooktop goes to 11. And then I've got 2 burners here. This is actually 4 more burners, so I can combine these or I can use them individually. I'm going to flip over my crepe before it burns. Remember, you have to actually cook while you're doing the cooking video, otherwise you get fire. Okay, no fire though. Woo. Okay. All right, 1 crepe, and this guy is pretty done. So we've got 2 crepes in. Okay. How many more can we do before the water boils? I'm getting some good bubbles there. We might have to bring the camera over here. Woo! Oh! It's boiling! Alright. I got 2 crepes in before I could boil a gallon of water. We're going to turn that off because I don't need a gallon of water. Doesn't go very well with crepes, but it proves the point. Induction, super fast.
Woo!
One of the things people like to highlight with induction as well is that it doesn't get hot. It does get hot where you're cooking because the pan or pot itself is hot. So if I move that pot and I put my hand down, it's going to be hot. But this part back here where we haven't been cooking, my coffee can easily rest anywhere on this cook surface. That's fine. But where I'm actually cooking, yeah, that's hot. That's why it's called cooking.
Hi, I'm Jenny Stash. Other than breakfast, I do most of the cooking in our home. When we first built our house 10 years ago, I was very hesitant on induction, cooking with magnets. I did not get it. I knew, like many home chefs probably do, the exact place on the dial to get the flame and temperature I needed for my cooking. I really wasn't sure about switching from gas to induction, so we decided to start with ordering a single individual induction cooktop. And we put it right next to our gas stove. And then I would cook when I was making dinner with both the gas and the induction. It boiled water quickly, was really nice. And one day I was cooking right next to it and it accidentally caught on fire and melted. So that was the end of the single burner and we were into induction because no fire. So it took about a week to get used to which number setting we wanted for each different type of cooking, and it goes up to 10. So once you figure out that number for whatever you're making, it was really easy. So a lot of people aren't sure if their pots and pans will work with induction, but because you're cooking with magnets, you just want to take a magnet and you can check the bottom of your pans and pots to see if they'll work with induction. So of course, stainless steel is always going to work well, and it doesn't have to be magnetic on the side, but if it is, that works too. The thing that I would say that has convinced me the most, and the reason I would suggest switching, is the cleanup is so easy. You just wipe it clean, and the lack of gas smell. Every time we would turn on that gas stove, there is no gas coming into your home. It's really fast, easy, and healthier.
Let's recap. Why switch to induction? First, cook faster with much more control. You'll save energy over a traditional electric range. It's so easy to clean. And if you're switching from gas, you're improving both your indoor air quality as well as reducing emissions. Now some of the cons. First, your cookware has to be magnetic. Maybe that means you're going shopping. The initial cost can be higher, but it really depends on what you're looking for. There is a bit of a learning curve. You're going to need 220 volts of power, and some pots and pans may hum or buzz when you're using them. Still not convinced? Many of the world's best chefs have switched to induction cooking, including internationally renowned chef de cuisine Jennifer Stash at the electrichome show.
Thank you for joining us on the Electric Home Cooking Show.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us on the Electric Home Cooking Show.
And I see you have a Chicago Bears magnet. What do you think of their season prospects for 2025?
Go Bears!
Big Bears fan. Delicious. Thanks for watching the Electric Home Show. Like and subscribe for more.